It sounds like we're hitting something with our tire. All right, so this is our adventure for today. A customer from Canada purchased this from Fairfax County, Virginia Fire Department. It is a mobile office. They're going to use it as a training course. But as you see here, we have so much ice, we need to actually clear this roof off. So right now, this is solid ice. As you can see, I can stand on it. If I really punch into it, I can get into it. But we've got to jumpstart this giant bus for a client that bought it in Canada.
Let me try to start it.
I've got to hold the battery box open because normally there's a...
Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna need a little while. Hey, do you have like a block of wood or something I can use to hold this battery box open? We can start de-icing it?
Yeah.
We have the generator going because we were hoping that this thing would have a house battery boost, which it has a switch, but it's not working. All right, so we're just making it our wedge.
Perfect.
Magic. So we'll let this thing juice up. All right, let's see if she has enough juice to start. I'm gonna let the glow plugs do its thing. Oh, she's a 6.7. She's gonna fire right up just once this wait to start goes away. I don't know, I hear some screaming.
Thought it was coyotes at first.
Alright, so we're making voltage there. But for some reason, this switch right here, which should be our jumper switch, should really be allowing us to tap in. Oh, it's working now? Oh, almost. Alright, we'll let the batteries juice up some more.
What was this thing before?
It was a mobile office.
Okay.
Oh, wow, it's a 240 system. Okay, here we go.
Oh, really?
Here's lights. Heater aft. So this is our service bay hatch. Alright, so our voltage just jumped up for us here.
Start her up.
And we'll see what she does. So close. Alright, well, let's let the batteries charge up for a little bit more and give it a go after that. So we got Gavin in the transit raising the RPM, trying to juice up these batteries. And I'm just doing some glow plug heat cycles here. Here's our wait to start. Here's our 10.6 volts. It'll jump up when the glow plugs turn off. That's when I'm going to crank. Just turned off. Nope, I'm going to have to give it more time. Too cold here in Maryland or Virginia. So now my concern with moving this thing is we got to basically go perfectly straight out because this is solid ice. I'm 270 right now, and you can see here I'm standing on it. There we go. So I don't want to hurt the fiberglass on this as we pull out of here and continue on our way. Yeah, she just needs more time. I want to pull the generator box off and see if there's something disconnected, because while the generator's running, when that generator's running, it should pull everything forward for us, but it's not. Like it should, we should be able to jumpstart this thing with the generator. So we're gonna do some exploration. Yeah, here's the generator.
Okay.
All right. So these are the house batteries. Now, for some reason, I'm not getting these. This is the battery charger, and I'm not getting anything to my truck batteries, and I'm not getting anything on the switchboard. So I was, oh, here we go. We have found an issue. This guy here is popped. And this guy here's popped.
Worst comes to worst, give her help, fireproof.
Send her a little hard there, bud.
Be a little sketchy, but
yeah.
ain't no sketchier than a wrench.
Yeah. All right, so that guy's there. This is our battery charger.
Okay.
And this,
Yeah.
But why are we not charging our house batteries? Or these are our house batteries. Why are we not charging our engine batteries?
Yeah.
So normally, there's a switch that runs this.
Okay.
We must do some exploration further. All right, so master on, stop preheat. Okay, that's our start here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's a fuel pump running. All right, attempt number 3 or 4 or 5.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
There you go, son.
Man, she's a noisy girl when she first starts.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you want to turn everything off or unplug everything, man, this thing rattles when she's first cold. I'm gonna let it go ahead and build up. Turn this guy off. So now that we're running, go ahead and make sure this guy's nice and locked.
Tell him to hook the fire truck up to it.
No. this thing has chains.
Oh yeah, you said that. I forgot.
Yeah. So it has a rapid chain deployment system.
So how the fuck does that work?
Literally, there's an arm that has 2 chains that can spin on a gear, and it just goes underneath the tires, just slides underneath the tires and gives it inner tire traction on the chain. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'll show you when we pull out of here. When we get back to the shop, I'll show you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just follow you all the way back.
All right.
Make sure you don't have any problems or anything, so I'll be right there.
Perfect. And we're rolling. No heat. Awesome. This truck is a beast. Absolute motor coach. Checking our mirrors here. This is a wide girl taking up the entire lane. And this air suspension just feels fantastic. This is a very comfortable driving, smooth truck. Got some good air pressure, got some good oil pressure, got some good coolant temp gauge. Our trans temp gauge does not appear to be working, but we know she's pushing. You know, one of the things about 495 is any driver that sees a big truck like this, they just cut you off, they make sure you can't get in front of them, they do everything in their power to make it absolutely miserable for you to merge. Everybody's really important and everyone has somewhere to go. So we were going smooth until we weren't. And now something is rubbing and causing a horrible smell. And it sounds like we're hitting something with our tire. So we are on 495 doing a measly 20 miles per hour. Just trying to get off to a shoulder so we can do some exploration on what the heck just happened. We'll see if it's something simple or if we're in trouble. Alright, let's see what we're working with. You know, dude, I cannot tell, but you could hear it. Like when I was driving, you could hear it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Fucking suspension's down.
Really?
Yeah, it's rubbing the top of the tire. Look.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, suspension's way down. Well, that sucks. Trans temp's coming up. Water's good. Air pressure's good. But our ride height is collapsed. Well, we're underneath this thing.
Yeah.
And as you can see here, this is what controls our ride height. So what's happening right now is this whole side of the bus is on the ground because the airbag ride height right here broke. And because it broke, we're on the ground. So this valve here allows you to control the amount of pressure. And as you can see here, we were totally bottomed out. Now we're off, right? And we're gonna go ahead and figure out what weird nonsense we're gonna put together to make this work.
I got an idea.
What's that, buddy?
I got mechanics wire we can rig it up with.
Okay.
Tie it in that hole, and then try to rig it up to that wire harness right there. Or tie it to the top of that with a zip tie, the top of that rod.
Yeah, let's zip tie it.
Alright, I'll grab a couple of them.
Alright, buddy. And now you can see here our tire's off the ground. The other one's okay, but this one, not so much. These are just plastic and old. They're brittle and they're located in a not great place. So I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this is the old attachment. and it is broken. So I'm going to zip tie that and then continue back down the road. What I got to do is figure out a way to reattach this so that we can continue down the road and continue our journey. So my plan is to try to reattach this so that our airbags here stay inflated. And this, actually earlier in the video we talked about the auto chains. How this works is this lever, you can see here, pulls this down and then it rides right on that tire.
I got options.
All right.
Blue one?
I'll just take them off for right now.
All right.
All right, so what we figured out here is that our level adjuster took a doo-doo, so I'm gonna lubricate this with some spit, because that's what you do when you're underneath the truck on the side of 495, and just hope that my wife does not watch this video, and
Should be all right.
that Gavin's wife doesn't watch this video.
Oh, sure, it isn't. She tracks me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so does mine. We literally built the whole system to be tracked, buddy. They got us. So I don't know if the camera can see this at all, but what we're trying to do is get this ride height to work again with its much lower quality size. All right, now we can crawl back out, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Hey, if this fails,
Yeah.
we could always. I got a thick mechanic wire. We can wrap it
Yeah.
in self tapper, run it through that brace going across,
Yep.
and then tie the rest of the wire to that hole.
I think we got it.
But yeah, that's if necessary.
All right, well, hopefully we can just scoot out of here.
Yeah.
You got all your tools?
Yep, I got everything.
All right. It's the big shuffle of trying to get out.
The G-body shuffle.
Yep. Let there be light.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo.
Did it. We found the problem. We fixed it. Hell yeah.
And we're off.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
All right, bud. So we'll get back in here and get back on the road. So basically what happened was this rear tire, it's just everybody texting and driving, but this rear tire, you can see here, was rubbing right there. And what happened was that left ride height rod had fallen off. All right, so we are back on the road, driving back to the shop. Our suspension is so far holding up. We made it from 495 to 270. All the temps are looking good. Our trans temp is finally starting to come up, even though it's still fairly cold. Our pressures are hovering right around 120, which is fine. And our oil pressure is doing fantastic at just about 65. Coolant temp under 200. This is a happy motor and transmission. Super low mileage, but unfortunately, if you look up there in that upper left-hand corner, it wasn't serviced since 2023. So it's about 2.5 years past due on its service here on February 2026. But that's all right. It's got low hours, so we'll just do some fluid services on this thing and prep it for its final journey to make it up to Canada. We made it. Now, if it wants to break down, it's perfectly acceptable for it to. We made it.
Because I was like, I'm moving like 2 feet. So I was like,
Yeah.
We made it.
Yeah.
dude, what the?
Yeah, isn't that thing beautiful?